and liftoff of Shuttle Endeavour with NASA's final space station crew compartment that brings a bay window view to our celestial backyard.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? So today we're going to take a look at VeChain VET. And before we do that, let's just take a quick glance at the overall market. So right now, Bitcoin not doing too shabby, I'd say. 57.8K, it's all right. ETH is still maintaining its position above the $2,000 price points. And for the most part, XRP making some waves up there, but everything else seems, I'd say, fairly steady. Now, let's actually hop over here and let's just look up VeChain. So just type in VeChain here, VET, click on this, and so current price point here is pretty much 10 cents or 0.1056. You want to get specific. And pretty much we can see it is ranked number 20. So we're actually doing quite well here. Market cap 6.7 bill. Fully diluted 9.1 bill. Volume, it's doing quite well as 1.6 bill. And then the total circulating supply right here at least is 64.3 bill with the actual total supply at 86.7 bill. Alright, so here let's just look at the chart real quick. And I'm going to hop over to TradingView 2 in a second. But look at this, just beautiful, continuing trend upwards, forming new highs, and a lot of altcoins, a lot of cryptocurrencies have been pretty much replicating the same pattern, right? So we'll hop over and see this gain in a second, but for the most parts, I mean, we can see that it's currently trending upwards quite quickly, and a lot of people are making a lot of gains. Now I'm gonna hop over the chart in a second, and then after that, we're gonna look at VeChain, like what it is, and just give an overall summary about what they do in case you have no idea. Now you can check down below here and see like what CoinMarketCap describes it as, but usually depending on who wrote this, it can be quite technical and like hard to understand. But basically, just some fun facts is blockchain powered supply chain platform. Started in 2015, launched in 2016, and essentially their main focus is on solving supply chain problems, right? So I'll show you a much better summary of this on another site in a second. But first off, let's just look at the chart for today. All right, so just remember, before I continue, this video is for entertainment purposes only. This is not financial advice. Be sure to do research before making any investment. So here, at least right now, at first glance, I'm using just a Tether US pair, 1 hour time frame too, and then I'm using Binance. So just based off the 1 hour time frame, let's just look at what happened so far. So for the most part, we've been trading sideways. Finally, we broke out. We finally broke out and then consolidated for a bit, and then we broke out again, forming a new high here. And it looks like we reached 11 cents. So right now, at least currently, when I'm filming, that there is quite a big sell-off, and it looks like we're trying to test this 50 MA line here. So maybe we could start forming new support at this area. Right now, if you were to look at like worst case, if it were to continue to drop, we do have the support area at this 9 cent price points. And pretty much you can see there's candlesticks here and then over here as well. So I would like to see us at least form, if we could go dip below, form some new support at this level. That way it's essentially indicating that we have essentially a new high point, aka a new base level that we can measure at. And then if we just zoom it out a little bit, RSI, it's like slowly, I'd say in the middle, so it's not really overbought, oversold right now. It was previously, obviously, when it spiked up like crazy. But let's just hop over. Let's look at a more long time frame, I'd say, longer view. And here, look at this on the 4 hour chart. I mean, pretty much ever since, looks like the start of 2021, pretty much. So like basically January 1st, end of December, we've been trending upwards ever since. So far, let's see what that gain is. At least reaching that high point here, so like 900+%. So that's crazy in just what, 3 or so months. Technically now starting 4, but at least here, this is all short-term stuff. Because if we were to look back historically, we would see this go increase, and we would think that this is the top, and then all of a sudden it sells off, continues again sideways, breaks out again, sells off, continues even higher and higher, sells off sideways, and now we're breaking out again. So if we can continue to repeat this pattern throughout the next few months, and then eventually Q4 2021, end of this year, I mean, the prices that VeChain could potentially hit could be much higher than it is today, right? Obviously, that is speculating, though. We won't know until it actually happens. It could also sell off super fast and, crash back down, which is, again, this is crypto space. So assuming if the markets, overall Bitcoin and everything is doing well, we're still in the bullish markets, then we could, I'd say, expect this to continue trending upwards in the next few months. Short term, I mean, that's something I don't think is going to happen short term, because if you're looking at the chart right here, like this is technically in beginning of April, so we still got May, June, the July, etc. Basically the whole summer months, and then plus the end of the year. So there's a lot more time for this to grow. But just looking at, I'd say, the closer time frames, like maybe 30 minutes. And let's just make this bigger so we can see the candlesticks. And let's just zoom in here. And let's go like this. I'll zoom in. Let's see, make it even larger. And we can see here 30 minutes. I mean, still showcasing that there was one green candlestick within here, but then there's a red candlestick currently right now. So I could expect this to bounce off the 50 MA if this were to reverse and continue trending upwards. And if this were to break below the 50 MA, then most likely we could see this test our support levels. And on the 30-minute, you can see around this area, and then potentially we have a lot more supports in this lower price point, but pretty much within this 9 cents range right here that we could see some support being formed in this area. And then from there, we'll have to see if this were to continue to trend upwards or if this were to continue downtrending. But for the most part, historically, it seems like the last 3 months that it's basically just been forming new highs and it hasn't stopped. So until there's indication that it's basically on the downtrend and we're down towards the bear markets, then maybe we could see VeChain forming new highs in the next few weeks and or next few months. Only time will tell. But yeah, comment down below what your price predictions are on VeChain. Let me know what you think it'll hit by the end of the year. I see some people saying $1, $2 plus. And let's hypothetically, let's just see what would that require us to actually increase by to even hit. Let's just do $1 because I mean, you can see here I'm trying to scroll it out like it's just insane, right? So technically it's at 10 cents. So basically it has to increase by 90 cents, and aka let's just measure it here. That would be basically, you can see here, almost, you can round it up to 800 plus, 900 plus %, depending on where you measure that. But that's basically the increase we would need it to do in order to hit that range, aka the magical $1 price point. So now we're looking at that 800 plus % increase on this market cap here. I mean, just note that's a huge increase. So that would easily make this top 10, and maybe even top 5, depending on what other cryptocurrencies. If they don't change their market cap, then yeah, we could see this in the top 5 easily. But that's assuming the market continues and it were to hit these high points, right? This is just, again, I'm just showing you guys what it would need to increase by in order for that price point to even make sense. Which, I mean, if you've seen other altcoins, other cryptocurrencies, they've literally increased by 800, 900 plus % such a short period, let alone VeChain. You guys just saw it like recently from, I believe it was 900. Let's just go right here and then increase it. Yeah, so that's even 1,000 plus. So again, it just depends on where you're marking your price. But for the most part, it's 900, 800 plus easily gained from these last 3 months. And maybe we can see that continue. So hopefully we'll see that. But let's hop over to a definition. What is VeChain? So first off, this is their website. And I'll scroll down to the solutions. So this stuff like with supply chain, things of that nature. So feel free to check out the site. They got things on logistics, retail, solutions, things of that nature, even agriculture, etc. So these are just like some visuals on like what they are trying to solve. And then here, Investopedia actually does I'd say a fairly good job of explaining VeChain, very simple. And essentially, it's a blockchain platform designed to enhance supply chain management and business processes. So pretty much, they will streamline these processes using their DLT, aka distributed ledger technology. And like for instance, they have like some use cases down here. It's probably easier to understand. But so like here, how can VeChain be used, right? So the platform, they can use it to track quality, so authenticity, storage, temperature, transportation medium, the last mile delivery of a medicine pack or an alcohol bottle. So in general, these are all supply chain related issues. And then also, the rights for manufacturing facilities through the final delivery to the end customer. And essentially the way they solve this is they use these smart chips or radio frequency identification, aka RFID tags. So I'm sure some of you have already probably seen that before. And these sensors. And it's basically broadcast key information onto the blockchain network. And that can be easily accessed in real time by the authorized stakeholders. So that's like I'd say use case and like what it does. Then there's some history behind VeChain and all that stuff too. So obviously there's more stuff regarding their technology. So if you want to read through this, there's more technical things. But that's just like a super simple way to understand it without all the technical craziness, right? So definitely comment down below what are your price predictions on VeChain. And also guys, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Smash the like button. I'm posting daily more videos on the markets. And one last thing, if you made it this far in the video and you want to get 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850, then be sure to click the first link in the description below, sign up for an account, and as long as you deposit a minimum of $100 or more, you'll be able to receive 2 free stocks valued up to potentially $1,850. And aside from that, I'll see you in the next one.